Hello everybody and welcome back to my Twitch and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow, and today I'm going to start episode 2 of the series. Yeah. Again, my apologies for not being able to stream. Was it 2 days ago? Normally I was planning on doing the Halo 2 stream, but it seems that there were some issues with Twitch and OBS that they weren't really working together, where it wasn't possible for some people to live stream. So yeah, I can stream that day. But normally the plan will be that probably tomorrow I'm gonna go back to Halo and then probably wrap up Halo 2 as well. So yeah, my apologies for that. But anyway, we are here to continue with Scarlet Hollow. Let me see. So that was on Monday. I played the first episode. I think this is the... Yeah, okay. Chapter ends. Here we go. So now we're going to start with chapter 2. Here we go. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits. If you would like to continue with this word state in episode 2, please save your game now. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start episode 2? Yes. I don't know if I have to read this. It's really... I thought they were going to do like with cutscenes. Wow, they're actually going to do it like this. Okay. It would have been I don't know if that was possible, of course, during the development. It would have been interesting if they would make like a small recap what they're doing right now, but automatically, so you don't have to click on the text box. So it would just show the things, the choices that you made. Oh yeah, okay, I'm a little... Yeah, I thought it was gonna be different. Yeah, so we ended up eventually in this these woods, and we got in contact with... I don't even... No, we were looking for something. What was it? Cryptids? Yeah, we found something else that infested animals, it seems, and then they have these growths under their bodies. Came in contact with Duke, the old timer, and Gretchen. Yeah, we had to let Gretchen go. So yeah. Then we came also in contact with Sybil, who is a little bit of an expert with these creatures, it seems. And then I stayed at the guest room of Stella. Yeah. So I think that was a small recap. I really thought that was going to be different. It would have been more interesting, I think. So anyway, Tuesday morning await. Wake up. You open your eyes. That's probably... Yeah, that's the first thing that you probably do, I guess. The sun has risen. The birds are singing, you are still alive. And for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the window and the woods beyond. Excuse me, there's something in my throat, wait. Okay, that should be much better. And you wonder if the monsters are lurking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the comfort of your new friend's family home. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering? It's an interesting word. Jeering at you as they carried Gretchen's poor little body into the underbrush, sorry. A knock at the front door. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering to the house and past the closed doors of your bedroom. Where the hell is Sven? Oh, hey, Tabby, there's a fresh pot of coffee on the table if you want to come in. No, I'm just here to check in on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today. You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. Mildly. Hey, some people are trying to sleep in here. Saunter out, half clothed. Finish getting dressed and calmly collect yourself. Quietly hide under the covers. Yeah, we'll do this one. Fumes outside your door. Are you sure you don't want to visit for a bit? You don't have to run around being the big boss this week of all weeks. You should let yourself... I'm fine. Thanks. Son, I knew you're here. Where the hell are you hiding? Let her stew for a bit. Son isn't here right now. Just walk out to greet him. Now sufficiently prepared to greet other civilized humans, you open the door and join them in the living area. Hi, ladies. Morning. How'd you sleep? What exactly did the two of you get up to last night? Well, we went up to the woods to film a video. Never mind. I don't actually want to know. What I do want to know is why on earth you decided to blow me off to spend the night with a stranger. Look, last night was a lot, Tabby. There's something horrible out in those woods, and I don't think anyone in this room wants Sven walking up to that mountain alone last night. Stella, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? And while you're at it, please stop calling me Tabby. We're not in high school anymore. Jeez, bitch. I'm sorry for my words. Damn. Yeah, alright. Stella stays. This isn't Stella's house. Why are you bossing her around? Yeah, exactly. But I should probably talk to her in private. Oh yeah, here we go. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? If Sin wants me to stick around, I will. Whatever, I don't really care if you're here for this. You've been in town for less than a day, and my stress is already through the roof. That's your problem, Tabitha. I mean, I get it. Stella got you all worked up, and you were too scared to walk home. Sure, whatever. That checks out. But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. You're not my boss. Wait. You can't run off as soon as I get here and hold me to a different standard. There's actually something out there. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. You're not my boss. I may not be your boss, but I am your host. What? And in functioning society, guests treat their hosts with at least modicum of respect. Wow, there's all these different words in this game. Never even heard of it. Was it the first one? Jeepers? Jeeper? And then now, modicum of respect, okay? Wouldn't you say so, Stella? I don't know what it's like in the city, but while you're out in the country, staying under my roof, I expect you to treat my time with the consideration it deserves from here on out. I'm leaving. I already lost a good chunk of my workday coming down here. I expect to see you back at the estate tonight. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay? Tabby sighs. You're relentless. We'll see. But don't get your hopes up. And she just slides away. Hey, you're good? I'm sorry about Tabby. She's totally blindsided me. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. You shouldn't let Tabitha treat you like that. There was nothing you could have done to stop her. I think she means well. Yeah, she definitely means well. I'm good, but how are you? That was a little tense. Please warn me next time if my cousin's out for blood. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. You shouldn't let Tabitha treat you like that. Yeah, thanks. It's complicated, you know? She got enough on her plate as it is right now. It's no big deal. How are you holding up, though? That was rough. I'm happy I stayed here. I shouldn't have stayed here. I don't regret anything, but you're right, that sucked. I don't care less. I couldn't care less what Tabitha thinks. I get that. We went through a lot last night, but I don't think she really gets that. And I can't say I blame her. Tabby's going through a lot too. I know it's hard, but you might want to cut her some slack. Anyways, I'm sorry for that rude awakening. I'd be up for a little while, but was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. But you're up now. What? Up now? I'm going back to bed. I need at least an hour. At least one more hour, please. But we got a full day ahead of us, so we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Explore. How are you, Skipper? Oh, Chipper. Sorry. I want to ask the other miners about Wayne. Alright, boss. What's the game plan? Do you have to look into this stuff? What if we just skip town and write things out? What's the game plan? Don't call me boss. We're partners in this. But first things first, I was hoping to swing by the library. Kanika got a head start on us. It looks like she's already there. Yeah, I will have to. I'm gonna continue also to that tomorrow with my book reading of Stephen King's Cell. So expect like another episode of that, another part 4, I think it is. So I'll definitely continue with that this weekend as well. But anyway, let's go back. Oh, that reminds me. Let me set up group chat. What's your number? You and Stella exchange numbers. A text message from Stella to you and Kanika. It reads group chat. Hopefully we can find out more about ditchlings from some of the older local books here. Ditchlings, that was the name of it, yeah. I also got a couple of threads cooking on my cryptic forums, but who knows if that'll pan out. Anyway, daylight's burned, so let's roll out as soon as you finish getting dressed. Can I eat first? Don't worry about it. I packed all sorts of snacks for the day, and Oscar totally won't mind if we eat at the library. Alright, but those snacks better be good. As if you even need to worry. Okay. The walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone throw from what remains of Scarlet Hollow's one bustling main street. You shudder as you stare down the thoroughfare? Thoroughfare? Never heard that word before either. Thoroughfare? Boot from the chill in the morning air, and all too present memories of everything you witnessed last night. You see that building labeled Town Hall? Oh yeah, there here in the back. Yeah, okay. That's actually the library. Oh, I thought the library was here. The books under no, okay. Well, it's also the town hall, but that's just a small upstairs office nowadays. I guess this town's not what it used to be. Oh hey. Morning, Stella, and same to you, son. Thank you, Avery. Likewise. Speak of the devil, we were just talking about you. Gossiping, Sybil, like always. You old nag. Come for Stella, huh? Did y'all have a slumber party? Oh, sorry, y'all, but I'm actually in a bit of a rush this morning. I really can't stop to chat. It'll take me a bit to set up, so if you want to catch up with folks or grab something at the diner, you can meet me at the library when you're done. Yeah, maybe we should do this one, the first one. Let's explore a little bit. Oh, sure, yeah, see you in a bit, Stella. Cool, see you soon. Whoa, she always has time to chat. And I don't think I've ever seen her without Gretchen. Is she feeling okay? Oh, Stella and Sven just got up to a bit of trouble last night, that's all. You can't just drop something like that and leave me hanging. What happened, son? The whole story? Yeah, here we go. Sal and I went to the woods and tried to find the skunk ape, but ran into something way worse, actual monsters. Sybil said that they're called ditchlings, but whatever they are, they took Gretchen and have been mutilating the local wildlife. Whoa, 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 slow down. Something took Gretchen? No wonder Stella ran off like that. I can corroborate, at least with regards to their encounter. I may not have been out there with them, but I've seen their footage and they encountered something otherworldly in those woods. Well, whatever it was that happened out there, you're clearly a little shaken up. Tell me what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves. It's chaga and lemon balm. It always helped me on the bad days. And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, son. See you, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. Okay, we got another achievement. Confidant. Seems I better get back to it myself. Oh, okay. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. What aren't you telling us? You're awfully relaxed, giving everything you told us last night. Don't mistake my calm demeanor of complacency. We all have our parts to play in this. Ooh, more mystery. I've shared what I know about the ditchlings, and I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe, son, and God bless. And that was that. Stella said you had some time to kill before she finished setting up. Okay, let's go to the diner. Yeah, towards the diner. Here we go. The diner's a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. Warn the patrons of the danger. Listen up, everybody. We found monsters in the woods. Talk to Avery. You slide to the booth across from Avery. Coffee date? Another achievement. Hey there, stranger. Before you exchange words, Winnie sidles up, a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way. What? But the clue is pen sound. How does that sound? What? How is that a sound a pen makes? Wait, pen like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How is that supposed to get that? What? I don't know why you even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you. What are you talking about? Is this something to do to fill the time? But maybe I should switch to oh, okay, he's doing like the crossword puzzles. Winnie leaves Avery, contemplate daily newspaper puzzles and returning to her seat behind the counter. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you want to really get into the grizzled details, you can tell me. I won't judge. About last night. You spilled the beans. Glad to have someone to talk to about the horrors you witnessed. Whoa, that's some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I can't believe Gretchen is really gone. Seems like that dog was gonna live forever. And monsters in the woods. I may not have lived here long, but I've never heard of anything like that happening around these parts. I can't say I like the thought of it. I pegged you as a transplant. What? Where are you from? I moved here from Charlotte. Gosh, 3 years ago now. Maybe a little bit more. I lost track. Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and a job, and who was I to pass on that sort of generosity? To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the coal folk grew up in this town, so it's like perpetual new kid. Don't get me wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there's a shared history I'll never be part of. Maybe you're more at home here than you think. Stella really talked up your party yesterday. I don't think she'd have done that if she didn't think you were really part of the town. It could be that you're getting in. It could be that you're getting in your head about fitting in. Hey, you know, thanks. Hadn't actually thought about it like that. You should get out of here before things get really worse. Let me know if you happen across any leads. We're on the case, but I hardly know where to start. Let me know if you hear anything. Definitely. Oh man, it looks like my shift is starting. I hope you're doing a bit better. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentioned those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Avery slips out of the boot, giving a friendly halfway before disappearing into the back. You leave the diner ready to continue your day. Okay, let's switch to the general store. I think it would be interesting to also know this place. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. You should leave town. There are monsters in the woods. To buy chips or something, do talk to or... What you doing? What you doing on your phone? What you doing on your phone? Hi, I'm Sean. I just got to town yesterday. Yeah, I know. Mom told me. What's your name? Mouth. Okay. If I want to buy chips or something, do I talk to you or... I guess, yeah. Kanika decided to skip work today, so of course, whatever plans I had didn't matter. Just take the chips, I don't care. Take the whole store, I don't care. Wouldn't that be stealing? If Kanika cares about running this place right, she can hire someone else and let me live my life. She inherited the store, and I don't want to keep getting suckered into working here just because I'm her brother. Okay? We make most of our money on bulk orders anyway. A bag of chips doesn't make a difference. Hell yeah, thanks for looking out. I'm not going to steal. I'm going to tell Tanika about this. I just got in town yesterday. I'm not about to turn down free stuff. Take chips. Okay, I'm gonna pay for them. I insist. I'm not ringing you up. Take him or leave him. Hell yeah, thanks for looking out. I'm not going to steal. Have it your way. Wow, he really doesn't care. What you doing on your phone? Games. You probably haven't heard of them. Wow. Okay. What if I see this? Would he actually react to it and then post it on his phone or something? Let's see. I'm serious. Something bad is gonna happen and you should get out of here as soon as possible. You've been talking to my mom too much? See you, Miles. Okay. Miles doesn't respond as you turn and leave the general store. Wow, he really doesn't care at all. Just browsing. Another achievement. Okay, let's head to the library. Let's see if we can find something over there. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Reading adventure. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh hey, you made it. Settle in with Stella and Kanika. Here we go. Glad you found a place. Hey Sven, you look tired. Snitch on Miles. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. Yeah, it was pretty hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. I can't say I gotta wink myself. Yeah, same. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Hey there, strangers. And little stranger. Okay, weirdo. Introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Sven, Tabitha's cousin. I'm in town for the funeral. Oh, yeah, I should have known you were a Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Wow. Now that I knew, not that I knew her very well, I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's strong. I'm really curious how this is gonna like come together. Is it like a connection between the Scarlet family and these ditchlings? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I'm do enjoying it. It's not like that, but it's just yeah. I'm just brainstorming a little bit. I'm Oscar Gutierrez. Okay, I'm not gonna pronounce that name again. Okay, Oscar. That will be more than enough. Chief librarian and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. You're all too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my text, and I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with? They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors were like Swiss cheese. Okay, that's, yeah, reassuring for the dad. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. Kids are smarter than you think. She can take care of herself. I don't like the thought of teens getting up to mischief with all those ditchlings in the woods. Ooh. Okay, here we go. The ditchlings? Yeah, that's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of them? They're cryptid. And seeing one's supposed to mean a disaster around the corner. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, we're just shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'll probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something? I don't know yet, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna go nab some more books. I'm pretty sure Cell is barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity before befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on in those woods. I don't believe in the supernatural stuff, but the woods aren't safe. What we seen last night, seriously? I always get this when I do like visual novels. At a certain point, because I probably have to talk that much, my throat gets dry very easily. So stay hydrated, kids. It's nothing that we can't get to the bottom of. Whether it's out there in the woods, have been brutalizing the local wildlife. Yeah, just cause some more drama. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble. I will make sure to keep her eyes peeled. Thanks, Kiniko. And Sven, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. Alright. This is going to be so much fun. So much faster with the two of you here who help out. Get our snacks, got our source document. Let's get this research party started. Reading await. flip through Vines of Scarlet, a history of the Scarlet Hollow coal mines. Maybe it has something to do with the mines. Maybe they dug up something. Flip through Appalachian folk monsters. Reading is for suckers, so that Kanika and Stella do the work for me. Okay, let's do the Veins of Scarlet. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to the war injury from his time in the Indian Wars. Exacerbated, wow, these words, man, by his short stints serving as a captain in the Confederacy. Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest two sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. It was like really hard to read this part. I don't know why. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet estate that was, until 1889, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918, it was found that Charles Saw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in the fatal collapse and the deaths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. Damn! The casualties includes Andrew Jackson Scarlet's eldest son, Theodore, who had taken over for his aging father during the bustle of the war. His brother, Enoch V. Scarlet, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made its fortune. Let me see these folk monsters. A few entries catch your eye. Wampus Cat, a large cat-like creature with a loud howling voice, often said to sound like a woman crying out in pain. Tommyknockers, enigmatic, cave-dwelling creatures primarily known for causing mischief. Tailipo, a small creature with a long tail and white yellow eyes. This is a Wampus Cat. Oh, it's definitely not that. Often linked to the Cherokee legend, some cite the Wampus Cat as originating with a story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted down and by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freezing the people of their region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wild cat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered and performed the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretions, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Wow. I'm really curious if these stories are actually real, or based on real stories, or folklore. Her calls are those of great sadness and serve as a warning to anyone who dares to go against tradition. Okay then. Tommyknockers originate in the Cornish mythology, spreading to the United States with Cornish immigrants began working in Appalachian mines. They named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers to the support of miners and collapse them under whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impis, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are spirits of dead miners forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. Tealipo, a small creature with a long tail and wide yellow eyes. There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Some small creature has gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he drew his gun and fired at the thing. His hunger guided his actions. But it was quick and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle. Guess this I'll have to do, he said to this dog, and threw the tail in a pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed, satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling around wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he had been. And in the gloom, he saw two big yellow eyes staring right at him. "I want my daily pot," a high hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. "Go away," he screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of long claws dragging across hardwood accompanying its movements. "I want my Tealipo," the creature growled again. "I'll get my dog after you," the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear. There was no dog to be seen. "I want my Tealipo." Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leaped from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning, all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney standing alone in the woods. What? You close the book and put it back. Okay. Flip through Silas Scarlet, a soldier woodsman. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of the 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous, something like that, time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks in part due to his father's connections, but also due to the particular ruthlessness for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas' own two hands, occupied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rise seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about land's true value. Thus he had all the resources to find Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. You're finished with this one. Okay. I think I'm all done. Let's check in. I think I'm all done here. Alright, if we're going with that Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can really rule out any natural disasters as to what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Look like our state has history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Oh, hey Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip out any paper he can find. Ah, don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Sorry if Pixel's bothering you. Hopefully she hasn't gobbled up any of your books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Why'd you let a paper shredding freely wander a library? Have you seen this little guy's face? How could you say no to that? The cat curls up to the table, fast asleep. Alright, I better get back to the shelving. Let me know if you'll need anything. Any luck with Rosalina? Not yet. I knew a teen would be a handful, but I didn't think it happened overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on her usual hunts. Was that you were saying about nuclear incidents? We were talking about that Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah, apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up mid-air and dropped a couple of bombs. Fascinating bit of history here. The first of the two bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch, which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. Right, it's conventional explosive disintegrated in mid-air, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. So the nuke made the ditchlings. If the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here? Case closed. Looks like we got it, folks. I don't think so. Goldsboro is almost 400 miles away from here. Look, you never know with radiation. You actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow us up. I've missed this. You think there's a cult here? Yeah, the veins of Scarlet. What about the coal mines here? Kanika visited the shutters. I get cold sweats but just thinking about it in a place like that. I feel for the guys who worked up there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love good crevasse. What happened after the mine collapsed? The book just kind of glosses over that. There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here. Interesting. Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. No offense or anything, I'm sure Tabby runs the mines better than Charles Saw did. Still hasn't let the union in though. There's a reason she and I don't talk. A union busting mine collapsed from poor working conditions. Calling me shocked. To pick with Charles. Maybe the districts are here to foretell another collapse. Jeez, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Saw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with the kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. Writing it down the list of potential disasters. Y'all don't actually think the mine is about to collapse, right? No, I don't think so. You had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. We should check out the mine. Yeah, I'm really curious about the mines, yeah. Or we should head back to the woods. Why don't we just help look for Rosalina? We could also do that. Yeah, maybe go to that place with the teens. Maybe the teens know something. If there's a missing kid in town, that's probably way more important than whatever else we're doing. Just to clarify, I don't think she's missing. She's just out there with her friends and ignoring her poor old man. Not that I don't appreciate your concern. I don't even know where to look inside. Oh wait. I don't even know where it would look outside from the old Maxwell place. What do teens even like to do these days? You don't have to worry about checking up her there. I'm going there myself once I finish my shelving. Just let me know if you run into her while you're out. There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff in my notes. Maybe that's will be our next stop. We can poke around, find out if anyone seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you're suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We're not poking around unprepared in actual mines, right? Right? Yeah, totally. 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. We don't? Okay. Let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Sneaks. We're just going to question some of the miners. And if that question gives us good reason to poke around, say, a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. And hey, maybe we'll luck out and run into Rosalina while we're looking around. Okay, good. All this talk of mine reminds me though. There's been this really unsettling miner who's been coming around my mom's tea shop lately. His name is Wayne. Oh wait, didn't we see something with that name? And there's something wrong with him, like visibly wrong. No kidding, he snuck up on us last night. I called out some by his name. Oh yeah, that was the weirdo at the door of Sybil. I don't know if there's much of the connection, but if we're headed to the mines, we might as well look into him. I get it, doesn't really matter what I see here. We're going to get along with your plan. I feel don't have much say in this with, okay? Maybe Tabitha. Yeah, she's not gonna help out. To get to know Tabitha. Going to love that we're snooping around. Same goes for all of us, honestly. I don't think a single person in town Tabitha would be happy to see. We'll just have to make sure we don't get caught. We'll be super sneaky. I can even keep lookout. Look at us going on a keeper together. I miss this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store. I didn't realize how much I miss being able to hang out with you. Though there is something missing. Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we each seen each other. Have you seen him lately? No, I tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting too bad. Poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Sven. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Maybe something is going on with him as well. Let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. See you, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you posted. Reach home stands at the edge of the forest wall. An isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the towns from an unending wilderness. Reach and Stella brought some buddies too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her shimmering irritation washing over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We're wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two had planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now. Anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Sven would get along super well too. Hi, I'm Sven. I'm Vivian's kid. I know who you are. The way she avoids looking at you as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Reese's mom turns back to the house sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he missed both of you too. She sighs again and decides whether to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper, and you can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too soon. But that would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe defiled eggs. Defiled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little too much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. And leave the dog at home. Okay, no dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clinging into place can be heard from within. God, that woman makes me so nervous. Are you okay, Stella? I'm fine. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we get to our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You guys arrive? Yeah, sorry, I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. Shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, son. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way, works for me. Alright, Stella, what's actually up with you and cars? The mines have gotten to be a ways off, right? The mines have gotta be a ways off, right? Don't worry about it, Sven. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than 2 people. Okay, I'll ride with her. See you at the mines. Mystery machine. Kanika's a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around on the mountain roads. Thanks for indulging us on the little diversion. Reese's mom can be a lot, but I'm glad we have solid plans for tomorrow. Still haven't really seen much of him past few years. That sort of isolation can be good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Stella's parents died in a car crash, didn't they? Fusion. Another achievement unlocked. How'd you figure that one out? I mean, for starters, she tried to refuse a ride back to town after we made it out of the wood. Ah, yes, of course, that's true. That wasn't the sort of things you don't notice. And I know this isn't the most expensive town in the world, but Stella has a full-size house on her own. As a YouTuber, I saw some of the pictures there, too. It's a family home, but her family's not around, and she only ever talks about them in the past tense. You were pretty quick to change the subject when I asked her about it earlier, too. It just made sense. Damn, that's pretty impressive. Not a lot gets past you, huh? She was in the car too. Just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. And now Gretchen gone too? Yeah, it's not fair. She's such a sweetheart, and so were her folks. Breaks my heart. So what's actually going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been seeing he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been erection the few times I've seen him. I just find it a little bit weird that his mom hasn't brought in any outside doctors, at least not any I'm aware of. I think something is going on with him as well. I mean, she's a doctor, but if your kid's been housebound for this many years, you think it was something you put a lot more effort into fixing. I don't know, I'm probably just projecting or something. Do you have any other theories besides what we talked about in the library? Aside from... I don't know, I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusion. Dude, I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something? Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes, like 4,000 of them. Maybe the descendants are some kind of alopecia research monkeys? Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget it, I said anything. Those things were not monkeys. I saw them with my own eyes, and they were way too messed up to be anything like monkeys. I mean, that doesn't rule out lab monkeys, right? Could be that whatever made them hairless also caused weird swellings or altered their proportions. But like I said, I mean, we don't have anything anywhere near enough information. What's up with your brother? Going by general store this morning and met Miles. What's the deal? He didn't do anything weird, did he? Well, he tried to make me steal some chips. Of course he did. I'm sure he told you all about how we get most of our money from bulk orders, so it doesn't really matter if you just take something. That's fine, thanks for letting me know. I just wish he would grow up. It feels like I can't trust him to do anything without leaving a mess for me to clean up. Don't get me wrong, his family, I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. You and Kanika sit in comfortably silence for the last few minutes of the ride. Okay, so here at the mine, you and Kanika arrived at the mines before Stella. This is probably going to be another couple of minutes. Hey y'all, how was the ride? Did you run here? Yep, felt like getting running. I didn't want to keep you all waiting. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people? I guess so. Should probably be on lookout duty. A bit of a persona, not Greta in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might try sneaking in and talk to her a time or two too many. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. If Stella is on lookout duty and only one of us is going in, what's the third person doing? I'll take it. I'm the one of us you're talking about. Tabitha and I aren't actually friends. I'm pretty much of the minor shops at the general store. I don't want to make folks uncomfortable, you know? That's probably for the best, son. If Stella's on lookout... Cool, I love to do good sneak. You're gonna do great. So the plan, you know these cheesy old rom-coms? Where somebody wears an earpiece on their first date? Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance setup in the back of your van? That I didn't know about. What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group chat or group call. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's heading your way. Dang, I miss doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Oh, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance of the mine. Your phone buzzes. Hey, can you hear us? Try to say something. Nope, I can't hear you. Something? Stella and Kanika chuckle at the other end of the line. Alright, cool. Nothing to do now but enter the worksite. Okay, here we go. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm in. Alright, Morpheus, good to know. Approach the nearest group of miners. You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrisons. Harrison, Davis, and Zach. You got reason to be bothering us? Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. Yeah, we know. Me and Davis were in the diner yesterday when you popped in. How can we help? You can chill out. Just because I'm Tabitha's cousin doesn't mean I'm a snitch. Yeah, alright. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we know him. We knew him. We're such a cut up. Missed that dude. Why are you talking about him past tense? I met him last night. Good question. Wait, what? No way. Wait, is he... Wait, is he dead? Did I... Wait, what? Isn't that the guy you all said was... Well, I guess he ain't. And he hasn't even skipped town, huh? A pretty unexpected turn of events, if you ask me. What a relief. I thought something awful had happened to the poor guy. Trust him. What do you think happened to him? What, you think you are some sort of cop? Just tell me what happened. Fuck off, okay? Hey, Zach, come on, man. No, I've been here decades longer than you, and I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. Sorry. Crap. Might just pack up their things and leave. Maybe it's just me, but they seem to think Wayne was dead, right? It wasn't just you. Don't you worry about the miners storming off like that. That's some pretty good info. Okay, let's try to talk to another group. You head over to the next part of the miners. Keen eye, flash of movement in your perisphere stops you in your tracks. There's something lurking in the shadows. To your right, and against your better judgment, you turn to face it. Oh my god. It's Wayne again? Shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Your buddies seem to think you're dead. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Sven, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Wayne just got a jump on me. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, and I wonder why. This just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Wayne's trying to make me leave just means that we're on the right track. Whoa, so brave. Heck yes, man. We got your back from sitting in the car. Approach another group of miners. Okay, here we go. Hi there, can we help you with something? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Like what? Like odd noises in the woods? People getting sick? You a health inspector or something? The boss looked out for our health. Weird animal sightings? Don't tend to go on many hikes. Not exactly the nature scene type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed, maybe a few beers in between. Any odd noises in the woods? I heard something a few nights ago, like nothing I've ever heard, some unearthly beast. I'm telling you, Isaac, you need to take a sick day. You need rest, man. I've already taken a sick day this year. I can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off. Tabitha. It can't be that bad here, right? Knocking in the mines? You heard any knocking in the mines? Knocking? Not that I've heard. Can't hear shit down there with the machines and men working. My dad used to work these mines before they brought in the continuous miners, the big machine that is. He told me stories about something that sounds like someone was pounding on the walls. No offense, Isaac, but your daddy has a few screws loose. Rodriguez, he was a fine man. That's all that for fun, folks. Thanks. Anything else? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Wayne? You mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? Yeah, he's been following me. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. No, hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? The name on his jacket? So, to all of your jackets. But if I switch with Isaac's, then don't make me Isaac's. No, no, it's gotta be him. There's no way he's dead. You really think he's running around town, creeping on strangers, ignoring his friends and co-workers? Seems more likely to me that somebody took care of him, so to speak, and is running around in clothes. The miners stand in silence for a moment, considering what they've just heard. That's not possible. That's ridiculous. This is messed up. But who would do something like that? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Yikes, you think? No, no way. Just saying, she wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her. Charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang. What are you talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Who was Wayne seeing? Well, now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. Come on, don't dangle something like that. Look, I just don't want to cause any problems. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I've got mouths to feed. Wait, they're talking about Tabitha? Losing their job and Sam? Wayne's case disappearing? We've already said too much. Come on, boys. As the miners turn to leave, you can't help but get the feeling that Isaac has more to say. As the miners pack their things, you scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. It was great to meet you all. You reach toward Isaac and shake his hand, pressing your note to his palm. Don't mention it. Should we check in? Just a heads up, the only group is still out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if we can give you all that much a warning if Tabitha comes out. Okay, here we go. Let's talk to the last group. Good luck. Nosy Nancy. Going around asking questions, huh? Stella wasn't kidding when she said these miners were dangerously close to Tabitha's office. You take in your surroundings, making note of any shadows you can melt into at the first sight of trouble. You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. Have you noticed anything strange lately? Can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Oh, he got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you see him around? What's that young buck up to? What do you think he's up to? Been doing a slasher movie, but in real life. Think he might be murdered and someone's going around wearing his bloody clothes and pretending to be him. I've heard from some of the other folks in camp that he has a nasty spat with an axe. Oh, you mean the boss? Ah, here we go. As far as I know, that never ended. Stella oddly gasps. Yeah, I figured he'd just run off to live in that big mansion with his belly. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. My God, gross. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means shows the slight bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. But I suppose this begs the questions. Did she run him off, or did some jealous son of a bitch oust him? Wait, are you talking about Tabitha? Yep. Dang, I figured that's what they were getting at, but it's weird to hear it out loud. You good, Stella? Yeah, I just had no idea. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? All kinds of weird stuff happening in these hills. What sort of weird stuff do you mean? People getting sick? I mean, some of the old miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. Any weird animal sightings? I saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. That's nature for you. Not always pretty. That wasn't a tumor, it was an egg. There are these things in the woods laying eggs in the animals. I knew it. I knew there was something weird about that raccoon. I believe it. There are things out in them woods nobody's ever seen before. Oh, sorry about that. That sneeze. Oh, this cut up on me. It's still wild country, even if we're carved into pieces. I know I, for one, ain't gonna go near them trees until some scientist folks come and sort out whatever's going on with her. Maybe I should cast in some sick days and go see my cousins in Asheville, just to be on the safe side. Any noise from the woods? All the time, howling, screaming, all sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls or bobcats, you old coot. Might be, might not be. But I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you. I saw that made that noise. Pale, hairless, horrible, misshapen, with little twisted up faces. The two men stare at you, a look of disquiet in their eyes. I ain't never heard of anything like that up there. Damn, that almost sounds like ditchlings. What? My grandma used to tell me stories about them when I was a little kid. I guess it's not just you and my mom. Knocking in the mines? You're asking us if we heard the Tommy knockers. Of course you have. We're old timers. All of us who was here before the machine got brought in know the Tommy knockers. What a nuisance. Always stealing my hammers. It's true. Had a pickaxe stolen too. And when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray. Looks like I've figured out what to do in my next video. You better not be thinking of going into those old mine shafts alone. I could always use a partner in crime. I'm going to wind up going down there with you, aren't I? That's all for the event. Okay. Sure. What do you think of Tabitha? The two men shift uncomfortably. Not the kindest of woman I've ever met. She runs a place, alright. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep going around saying that. See how long till you're one of the boys. All I have to say is a mind that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not sure any of us are going to have jobs in a few years. Tate, you're a damn fool. You're gonna be next if you keep up with that kind of talk. So be it, but a man needs to speak his mind sometimes. That's all. Thanks for the help. My pleasure. If that wing keeps bothering you, just let us know. We'll whip him into shape. Sven, I think we got a problem. Oh no. Shit. By the time Stella finished her sentence, we've already ducked around the corner and was out of sight. Meet back. Yeah. Okay. Interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of the hill. Oh, is that... what's her name? Rosalina? Wait, really? What's she doing here? Clearly she's doing something linguisty. It's probably... Fine. I'm going after her. Good idea. We'll try to catch up with you. Oh no. Another achievement? Stealth run. You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sound of active mining fading into distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the saw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Have teens always been like this? I feel like I really missed out on my breathtaking years. I've never did anything like this. Yeah, I would never. Okay, maybe I've poked my head in there a few times. Well, let's get in there before someone gets hurt. Well, you sure want to tag along, Neeks? Sven and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Okay, I guess we're all going then. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you fall, you briefly wonder if she'll let Tabitha know about this. Call her. Oh no! Crap, I didn't. Ugh. What's this? I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into a shaman. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. I called you out of courtesy. But I'm not going to wait around for you. Courtesy call, not achievement. I swear to God. I'm sorry, but my mind's made up. You hang up the call. Okay, here we go. Take a deep breath and follow your friends into the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected. The air is thick and wet. The railing hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hang over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Hey, you made it. I told you he would. I was checking behind us to make sure the coast was clear. Just want to make a quick call and give Tabitha the 411. Are you kidding me? I don't know how long it's going to take for this to get through to you, son, but that woman is not to be trusted. Well, what matters is that the gang's all here. We'll find Rosalina in no time. Press on. The deeper you process into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though the place was abandoned over a century ago. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else chest pain feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be. And this one's real bad. You know, because of the the child miners? Or should I say, the miners? Miners. Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I can't believe you come down here on purpose. Yeah, it was part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers, did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, I'd be in this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Stella pauses as sound rushes overheard. Oh my God, what was that? The mine's gonna collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we? Stella sighs lonely. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into those depths. Every time I thought I finally found a spooky ghost, they wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Like bats. Stella turns her flashlight up towards an enclave overhead. Those guys got me really good last time I was here alone. Oh my God, there are bats down here? I'm going to get rabies, aren't I? I'm going to get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry. I'm just a little on edge. Kanika stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock ongoing from deeper into the mine. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? We should hurry and find Rosalina. Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if those sounds are Tommy knockers. Okay. No, Tommy knockers are not real, okay? They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. Three of you are interrupted in a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't a Tommy knocker. It came from this way. Follow me. You and Kaneko follow Stellar further into the mine. Here they are. Little rascals. Oh, it's her brother as well? Is that her brother? A breather of sight of relief of the tight passageway give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you all doing in here? What the hell are you doing in here? You creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I want an echo, I'll yell into the Grand Canyon. If I want an echo, I'll yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? You need to make sure you don't hurt yourself. Your dad's looking for you, Rizlina. And who the hell are you exactly? That's Sven, Dabby's cousin. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rizlina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can go, where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking so much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where'd you even get those? Teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh no, I know that isn't you. Miles, that had better not to be you. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking, harassing, all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays, and Mom's there, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do you always have to be responsible? Why do I always have to be responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this stealing booze from the family store to dick around the abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika. But if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're hanging canned margarita somewhere? Nobody's supposed to bother us. Don't try and twist strings around your sister. You're down here drinking with kids as young as 13. That's messed up. Whatever. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. We're perfectly capable of taking care of ourselves. We don't need a bunch of sad 20s something telling us where we can be or what we can do. Sad 20s? Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? I'm running a clickbaited YouTuber channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyways, my dad's actually a foreman in a continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this area because there wasn't enough coal left. Not because it was dangerous or anything, so we can hang out here anytime we want. And there's Tabitha. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. Oh, what? Oh crap, oh shit. Hey Tabby. Nika sighs. It's probably for the best that she's here. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for humans' use. Oh come on, this place is really sturdy. Check it out. Oh crap. The team with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think you realize how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. Oh, no offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. Enough! The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. Can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Come on, you guys, maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation, but with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where we can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Scylla, but I own this mine. It's entirely within my rights to tell them to leave. Much like it's entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not a clear enough message from you? Hell yeah, Tabitha, tear them to shreds. Tabitha shouts Becca, a furious glaze. Look, we're just wanting to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. That says we can't stay at our house. They got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back doors. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods, just off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? Unless you care because it's such a bullshit excuse? I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and he's lying to you to save face. What a coward. Beck, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He said it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. Yeah? It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. You're all children and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Exactly, Rosalina's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know? I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? Yeah, I feel that this conversation is going on a little bit too long. Okay, let me remain silent. Yo, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in or let's ghost bust it or something. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there's no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break in her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella's ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. What are you talking about? Like, this is the thing. It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care. We're still in the mine. Let's get out of here. I don't care. I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands off this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lungs. or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then, what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole life of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knocks, for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Stella? I know, but weird stuff has been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. You can come along too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to that before my heart gives in. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. You heard something over the sound of Stella's pleading with Kanika and Tabda. Something like a shuffling of feet on stone and the whispering of mischievous teens. You turn to see Becca and Lexus gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in the front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Rosalina, what are you doing? I don't know. What am I doing? Wait, what? Rosalina, don't go in there. Becca and Lexus stop trying to get us all killed. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna hang back. I knew you weren't cool enough to hang out with us, Rosalina. Come on, Axis. We'll have more fun without her. Alright. God. Are you kidding me? Rosalina, what were you thinking? What are you thinking? I don't know, I'm so sorry. Unbelievable. Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you wouldn't notice them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. They must have squeaked through that child-size tunnel. Yeah. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my mind. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess. But no, there's just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor wasn't the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mind. Becca shouts back from the other side of the tunnel. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. We've been here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Also, sorry, Rosalina. I'll see you tomorrow. Whatever. Come on, Lexus. I know a cool spot this way. Okay. I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them. I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah. Do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Sven. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure, I could never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunting tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyways, and the service down here sucks. What about you, girl? Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Maybe I could help you get Becca and Alexis to leave. Don't make me ask you twice. They'll be fine, Rosalina. I think your dad would kill me if I would let you stay down here any longer. Okay, can I at least wait outside? Yeah, you can wait outside together. No, you're not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. There's no getting rid of you, isn't there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. Remain silent. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? I'll see you on the other side, hopefully, soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts and oh, Jesus Christ. Tell Alexis I'm sorry. Kanika, Miles, Zane, Rosalind head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright. No dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance at Tabitha's ventures forward. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Why are you doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can just let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with nobodies like Stella. Hey, I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. I like that River Runner video. Come on, she doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in the talks with Meat Rice. Is that a sponsor right now? Meat Rice? And then make plenty from ads and donations. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? Who's ever gossiping about me? Just glad they're like gossiping about you. Press on. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts. Followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. I really don't like that knocking. Calm down, Alexis. It's just mind sounds. Did you see that? No, just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Beck, I swear I saw something. Shut up. There is nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. We're sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us. Doing the knocking. I knew coming down here was a bad idea. I can't believe they're making us do this. They better get around it. We need souls. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. Wow, I'm even starting to scare right now. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the youths, their panicking arguing echoes down the pitch-black corridors. We need to leave. This isn't fun anymore. This is plenty of fun. I bet you're only saying that because you want to hang out with that dorky crush of yours. She's just an 8th grader. Becca isn't about Rosalina. This isn't about Rosalina. I knew you can hear that knocking. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through, past through the chamber below. And it sounds like they're still down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tablet crawls up the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Stella horses herself to the edge and begins to climb down. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Oh my god. Hey kids. Oh great, the adults are here. Thanks Alexis, real nice. Becca is needing to feel like you're better. Now other people so important that you... To you. Wait, what? Becca is needing to feel like you're better than other people. So important that you... To you, that it's worth being buried alive over... Wow, this is a really weird sentence. That wish because I can see this place starting to collapse. Do you? Do you want to die? Because we can take Alexis with us and leave you here. That's fine by me. Holy shit, son. Leave now. Whatever. Oh, this isn't fun anymore. Fine, we'll leave. Thanks, son. Becca, As Beck and Alexa move forward towards the black chamber before you draws your focus. The voices around you, those of the teens and the companions, sound odd, distant. I don't like this. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. You find yourself stepping towards a black chamber before you, compelled by some unnatural force. Hey, are you alright, son? What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin drives towards you, but not before the light from your phone. What the hell is that? It's like a vision from the past? Son, you're alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something. And then Tabby just conked out. Fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm getting the kids out of here, and then I'm going to get you both help. I'll be back soon, I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. What the hell? You raise up your elbows, head still swinging from the visions. You're surrounded, coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Tommy knockers? You can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling as if they were being struck by invisible blows with each knock. They're all that stands between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? And the only one who saw ghosts just now? I mean, maybe they were ghosts. That knocking is getting closer. At least the kids are safe. I had some sort of vision. Did you see it too? There's got to be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We're probably just hallucinating. Are you literally gaslighting me? Can you be... Let go. It's knocking. You need to get out of here. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with its knocking, but that's the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder. We climb like hell. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you expect from someone who spent her entire life working life in and around coal mines. You follow her. You push your body to move as quickly as it can, though you are slowed down by the cramped corridors and winding passageways of the mine. Then comes the sound of splintering woods. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. Press through. And there it is. Freedom. You and Tab manage to squeeze through the entrance, just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Oh, holy shit, you're okay, thank God. And everyone's accounted for. That was surprisingly close call. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults show up. Becca, shut up. What did you just say to me? I said you should shut up. I'm sick of your two-faced bullshit. They didn't almost get us killed down there. You did. And now you're trying to pass it off on whoever else. You can't. It's just a cherry on top of this whole shit show of friendship. I'm really not in a good headspace for this conversation. I could have died in there. Why are you doing this to me? No, enough. No playing the victim this time. Being friends with Rosalina has made me realize how horrible you are to me. Friends aren't supposed to be mean to each other. Friends shouldn't be scared of each other. I never want to go into that stupid mine. And with your idea, we could have died. If these grown-ups hadn't showed up, we could have been buried alive in that stupid little tunnel, drinking stupid strawberry margaritas in a can. Screw all of you. Should we go after her? No, let her have her little tantrum. Did I feel good, Alexis? Finally telling her off? Yeah, I guess. Oh, she's gonna be so mad at me. She probably won't talk to me for a week, maybe a month, maybe the rest of my life. It's okay, Alexis. We don't need her. What do we do now? Now I drive you to home. I've already texted your parents. I'm sure they were sick about you. Rosalind and Alexis duck off to the side and exhausted Tabitha approaches your group. I'm going to get in my car and then we're going home. Tabby? Tabitha leaves towards the active mind without another word, and you're afforded a quiet moment to catch up with Stella and Kanika. There was a stone carving on the wall, that pit. Give me some sort of vision. I saw that happen to the place. Are you sure it wasn't just other suggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today. I don't know, Nix. Have you had like simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving? It's just like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out had a seizure doesn't mean it wasn't other suggestion. Better drive these kids home. Come on, let's get back to the estate. It's been a long day and I need to be over. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, son? Excuse me? Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Deborah stopped walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. I can... Okay. Tabitha doesn't see where this car cuts along the Dartner Road. You try to keep a keen eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. So about today. How are you holding up? You can tell by the way, in case you want to know. Ryan silent for now. You once again cross the threshold into the estate. The musty stench of a decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but at least nobody got hurt. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You could have... No, you should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs. Turn in. Get up to your room to turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed. Your head's empty on the thought. After your time in the saw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Yo, these are those things, right? What the hell? Picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point, you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gather behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carvings on the wall and to the visions it imparted upon you. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just a cat. It's always just a cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as friendly as Stab's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into deep sleep. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I don't like this. Oh my god, I don't like this. This is gonna be the end of episode 2, I assume. What's up? What's going on over there? Oh. What the hell? This history of this family has a really dark secret, I think. Maybe the house is connected with the mines? Oh no. Oh no. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, tomorrow I'll be back. But probably the last part of Halo 2 anniversary. There's also going to be some uploads normally this weekend of recordings. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. This episode was a little bit longer than the last one. But I did enjoy it. It got really creepy and we got a little bit more information. What happened with Tabitha and this Wayne character, and then a little bit more the folklore, the Tommy knockers, and the whole mine situation. So yeah, I'm really curious for episode 3. I don't know exactly when I'm going to do the third episode. Maybe somewhere starting next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday. I'll see. I'll set up the schedule this weekend for next week. And yeah, I would say enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your weekend if I don't see you again. And I'll see you around. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you.